Hi everyone, I'm Adriana, joined again with my grandmother Caitlin at Bhakti Galactic Healing. And we are doing this special October video on the harvest full moon. This is also a super moon on October 7th. And we have a giveaway announcement, and we're also going to be sharing mini readings for you all. So, a bit of a special reading that I hope you guys will enjoy and get some good information on. If you are new here, me and Caitlin are both galactic astrologers, and we do videos usually once a month on the coming astrology to let you guys know what's happening here. We also have some oracle card messages that we are going to share as well.
Okay, yes. We've decided to do another. We had such a great successful one last spring, so we're going to do another sweepstakes, and we're calling this one our Fall Harvest Sweepstakes. And you have until November 1st, 2025 to enter. We will offer two mini galactic readings, so one from Adriana and one from myself. The way to enter is you need to subscribe to both of our YouTube channels. And Adriana is at Starry Sky Readings, and I'm at Bhakti Galactic Healing. So we'll check to see that you did subscribe. We ask that you comment on this video, telling us what you love about the video or what you learned, something to do with the video, or just at least a heart and a smiling face, something. We ask that you would email so that we know too that you have entered. We will email you if you're the winner. And of course, it will be down in the descriptions, this whole section that I'm reading right now. We also would love you to help us grow our channel by sharing this with your family and friends. Encourage them to also subscribe and to join in the sweepstakes. So that's it.
So, also just want to let you guys know every year I usually do live readings on my YouTube channel around Halloween time. So, it's one of my favorite seasons. So, do check out my YouTube channel, StarrySkyReadings. If you are watching it on any of the other channels here, I will be going live and doing some free readings. I'll have a limited number of free readings I can do. So, I'll have my cards with me, and hopefully, I can see you guys join in there.
It's fun.
Yes, we thank you so much for the support. And of course, again, this is two chances to win. So you will get a mini galactic reading from either Caitlin or myself. Oh, so we should give introductions too for our newbies. I'm Adriana. Starry Sky Readings is my YouTube channel and Instagram handle as well. I've been a galactic astrologer for over a year now, and I specialize in past life readings. I've also been an intuitive tarot reader for over 5 years. I like to use actually divination in my past life readings to get more details on the experience there. So if that's something you're interested in, that's something I specialize in. And of course, too, if you just want to know what the heck's going on currently, I can look at the transits and tell you what you can expect coming up in our current modern times. So can look at that too.
Hi, I'm Caitlin. Been involved in metaphysics my whole life, and astrology is more new. 2018, learning astrology, and then galactic in 2022, and been working as a galactic astrologer for about the same time. I think we were very close when we were made official practitioners, and it has been over a year. I'm trying to remember when we did it. Yeah, so it's like time has flown. 2024. Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow, time is flying by. I can't keep up with it.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, and so anyway, so by the time you see this, I might actually be starting to create a new list. I have such a nice list of people I've been doing reports and readings for, and so as of making this video right now, I'm not available. But by the time you see this, I might be available. So give me a holler if you want to have a report or a chart done.
Yeah, I'm also open too for readings. Not sure what my availability will look like by the time you watch this, but I'm always open for readings, so I'll get you booked in as soon as I can. Caitlin, you have more of a general overview, so
Okay,
maybe
I'll
if you
start.
could give us, yeah, a general overview of the supermoon, and then I will kind of dive into the fixed stars that we're seeing.
Sure. Yes, we have a full moon in Aries, and this is on October 6th. And Aries is ruled by Mars, which is known as the planet of action. Also, self-interests, moving ahead, being in charge, all these types of energies are very flagged during this time. And they will be fully illuminated in this harvest moon. So Aries energies are known for bravery, leadership, and most of all, courage. So during this full moon, it's time to move forward as Aries says, no more oppressive energies. Let's get the ball rolling. So we also may feel a little more sensitive and may feel a need to communicate more deeply with others during this time. Yet don't try to control what you're looking for because you just may not receive what you want. Better to surrender to source for the highest good, and you may receive something way, way better than you could ever imagine.
Sounds really good. So this supermoon is in 14 degrees of Aries. You can, of course, check in your own natal chart, your own birth chart, see where 14 degrees is for you, and that can apply to you on how this could be affecting you. But again, we are going to be giving some general horoscopes on this based off your sun and rising sign soon. So let's talk about these beautiful stars here that is happening with this alignment. So this full moon, which is a supermoon, is conjunct Alpheratz, which is a star in the Andromeda constellation. The star has the nature of Jupiter and Venus. So very positive, very benefic energies there with Jupiter and Venus with this star. So this feels very nice with this alignment. Very much too in the head with Aries, and it's also funny enough, the star is located in Andromeda's, well, on her head or in her hair, depending how you interpret it in the constellation. So there are, yes, themes of the head here. So represents mental activity. It feels more of a positive rather than a negative. Sometimes things with our head, could be headaches and things of that nature, but it feels more like releasing any sort of mental blocks that you have with yourself, whether it's negative thought patterns or self-sabotaging beliefs, any sort of mental constraints that you might have on yourself that's holding you back on your path forward. As Caitlin mentioned, this is a very forward-moving energy with this supermoon. And that's that Aries nature too. So opposing this, so when you have a full moon, of course, it's going to be opposing the sun to create the full moon. We have our beautiful sun in Libra. Happy birthday, Libras, by the way. It is making a conjunction to Algorab, which is in the Corvus constellation. The Corvus constellation, one of my favorites, is it represents very much these paganism, druidic beliefs and bloodlines. I'm very into mythology and deities in Greek myths. So anything about that, it's very Corvus related. Corvus is represented as a crow or a raven, which is part of the Greek myth relating to Apollo. This can also relate to the Norse god Odin. So this alignment with this happening of the supermoon can indicate some dark night of the soul journey when we have Algorab mixed into the equation here. So dark night of the soul comes from Carl Jung, who was a psychologist. So describing facing some of our darkest and lowest points, but being able to persevere and come out even stronger on the other side and more wiser too. And again, that relates to the mental activity happening with this time. Those of you who have connection to Corvus, whether it be Algorab or another star in the Corvus constellation, you will be naturally intuitive, drawn to magic, maybe even occult studies, books about that. Again, like how I mentioned, mythology could be a big thing, an interest in deities, the old gods, esoteric stuff, as well as paranormal things, alchemy, sorcery, basically all things unusual. You are the black sheep maybe in your family if you have this in your chart somewhere. So something to reflect on. It also is connected to Hydra. and Hydra star seeds, as Corvus the crow rides on the back of the water serpent. And for me too, when I've done readings, it also feels very much like the story of Hades and Persephone. So you have more of the divine masculine with Corvus the crow, and then more of the divine feminine with the water serpent. And it kind of goes back into that druidic beliefs too, and pagan belief systems with the mythology too. So yeah, we got kind of this very pagan time right now, especially too as we're approaching Samhain or All Hallows Eve, which is coming up soon. So felt very in line with the time, if you will. I really like the Corvus alignments and what comes through there. But very cool with Alpheratz too. It gives more of that, I think, lighter tone to it. So it's like shedding a light. You have like kind of the dark night of the soul with Corvus going on, but Alpheratz is kind of shedding a light to those things. And I feel like you're going to get a lot of clarity, receive a lot of clarity at this time.
I can speak to that. It makes me think of when you go down through the layers of the earth into the crystal caves and caverns that are below the shale. So you've got the dark black shale layers, and then the stalagmites and stalactites of limestone, crystal caves and caverns energy. It's like the light is turned on inside of the dark. So there is always light. Light is all there is. The dark only defines what is light, but everything is light. So dark is light. It's such an illusion. It's
Yeah,
such
can't have one without the other.
yeah, well, it's just a magical mirror. There is
Hmm.
no such thing as dark. We just, that's part of Maya. That's part of the illusion that we think it is, but it really does not exist. It's all light. And it's fascinating. So, and I feel that the layers of Mother Earth show us this truth. And when I do healing work, I like to take people into where they go through that dark into the light, which is within the dark. So there's always light present. So,
Yeah, and that's part of what, you would call shadow work. So it's not always dark as like a negative thing, but
yep,
being able to go through your shadow side and to face that and integrate
well,
that as part of
yeah,
yourself.
yeah. Well, really, what a lot of people are afraid of is their light. Think about it.
That's true too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they're truly afraid of.
Mhm.
Because when we step into our full light, uh, there it changes the whole dynamic, and we no longer have the comfort of the shadow, and then which keeps the victim and poverty consciousness going. So
Yeah,
then
that's
we
so
step
true.
into the light of we are responsible for our choices. So it's I have done 28 years of this work, and that is much scarier to people, believe me, is fully stepping into the light. That's what
That's
I've
so true. You're stepping out of your comfort zone, right? What you're used to. That's like the South Node when we look at astrology. It's your comfort zone and trying to step up. Yeah.
yep, yep.
That was a yeah, very good analogy to make with that there.
So well, I'm doing like I did in the last video, the Divine Masters were really calling me. I have this beautiful deck by Kyle Gray, the divine master that came up for the earth signs. I'm doing earth signs today for Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And so Shiva, beautiful Shiva, who is the creator, preserver, and destroyer. And Shiva's twin flame is Kali Ma. And so these are beings, divine beings, and that you don't want to mess with. I don't know how else to say it because they are very powerful, and so they will help us with ending cycles, which is interesting because we've been talking a lot about that between these two videos. It's going to be coming up. So karma release, debts being paid, and the ability to choose our destiny are just a few areas that Shiva will bring forth, but especially the karma release right now. This is huge right now. And The divine masculine energy of Shiva is also even like a protective father energy, helping us to destroy our fear. And fear is just basically false evidence appearing real. Again, it's an illusion. This is a game. This is an illusion that we're stuck in. When we start waking up, and that's not popular now. For some reason, everybody's like anti-waking up, but we're going to wake up whether you want to or not. Okay, it's going to happen. And then we start figuring out everything that we have followed that has been false. And it's a big wake-up call. But Shiva says no more regrets or wallowing in the past because it doesn't exist. It's an illusion. So time to destroy the attachments that are keeping you chained to what is not real. The only thing real is love. Period. Light, on, verifiable experience, love. And Shiva is the keeper of karma. And with this card, the message is to move forward. The past does not exist. So very powerful for Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And then the other card I got was for the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. And this is the goddess, Egyptian goddess, Mayat. And her card says divine intervention, excuse me, tripping on my tongue, divine intervention, weighing up your options and choosing the highest good. And she is an Egyptian goddess of justice. And she's thought of like as an overlooking golden angel energy, guiding us to make choices for the highest good. So she encourages us to not jump in with both feet running, rather to stop, breathe, reflect, and avoid rash decisions when emotions are intense and even selfish. She may help calm a forcing current and help you swim safely to shore and get grounded in your decision-making power. So those are the two that I received.
So using my Rider-Waite tarot deck, just the classic tarot for air signs, I'm going to pull this live. So for Aquarius, Libras, and Geminis, what do you need to know around this supermoon with this conjunction with Alpheratz? Okay, I got the King of Cups. This is water energy coming through here. So opposite of that fiery Aries energy, this is about emotional availability and fulfillment. I see we have the Nine of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, this is something here about your fulfillment, finding your fulfillment. I see the Eight of Cups was underneath that. It was behind the King here, so walking away from things. So this might have already happened for you guys by the time you're watching this, walking away from things that no longer serve you, but onto better things. Getting into your alignment, what is best for you. Think about your self-worth. And I know it sounds cliche, but yeah, your self-worth, your self-love, and thinking about what is best for you. And going for that, think about what you bring to the table here. Finding a sense of purpose and fulfillment, whether that's in relationships, whether that is in, which this could very much, be with relationships too, with that, Libra energy that's going on at this time. Yeah. So, but also just your own path forward here, maybe with your career, anything that you are pursuing at this time. So turning your back on things that no longer serve you and getting into what is for your highest good, as Caitlin would say, right? Your highest good, what is best for you. Think about what is best for you, air signs. Now let's do fire signs. Just give this a quick shuffle. Clear the energy. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. Fire signs. So Aries, Sagittarius, and Leos. And remember, this supermoon is in Aries, so you might be really feeling this one, Aries.
Yeah.
Aries, Sagittarius, Leos, fire signs. What do you need to know around this super moon? October 7th. Okay, beautiful message. Another good one for you guys too. So, Four of Wands here, commitments. This could mean marriages even for some of you, or some sort of union, a coming together here. But definitely commitments taking place. So it could be a new commitment that's happening here, because we did just go through the eclipses that we talked about in the previous video. So new cycles. So for some of you, that could have been, a new relationship or even getting married. This could also mean commitments in any of your ideas or aspirations that you've set forward here. So this is the wands too. So it is that fire energy going forward. So very creative too. A lot of inspiration here. So definitely is backing your elemental of fire here. Three of Wands is on the bottom of the deck. So waiting for things to come in. You're waiting for your ships to come in. He's looking out over the harbor here. So there's still a little bit of waiting for this to come around. So maybe just tying up some loose ends, but making the commitment to it though, seeing it through as you wait for these things to all align for you. Some of you might even be waiting for somebody, actually. Maybe you're waiting for this person, for those of you that might apply. So take what, resonates for you. So, yeah, shall we go now into our horoscopes? So, if you stuck around, please don't forget to like this video and comment to enter our giveaway. And of course, subscribe to our channels and send us that email. Everything, all that information is down below in the description. Okay, Aries. This is all about you, Aries. This eclipse, or I'm sorry, not eclipse. We just talked about the eclipse. I'm still in eclipse mode. The supermoon, this supermoon in Aries is affecting you guys full on here, right in your first house. Your self-identity here, how you are seeing yourself as a person. So you might experience a little bit of an identity crisis, maybe just a little bit, nothing too major. But it's really just balancing your head and your heart at this time. Libra, we're in Libra season. It's very Venusian, that heart aspect coming in. And with Aries, of course, as I mentioned earlier in this, it's very much in the head here. So kind of balancing your head and heart, logic and emotion. You're getting in touch with that. Find a good middle ground, Aries. Don't get too caught up at this time in your head to where you might be, doing some self-sabotage or negative thinking here. Give yourself some grace and love at this time. So, and Alpheratz is very Venusian and Jupiter. So there's definitely themes here of Aries. Don't get too caught up in your head, but at the same aspect, don't get too caught up in your emotions too. So find a nice middle ground at this time, Aries.
Awesome. All right, Taurus, suns, moons, and risings. It's your 12th house that's going to get activated. Change is on the horizon. Remember the old saying to look before you leap. Well, this applies here for your Taurus, before you go changing into decisions you may regret. So better to sleep on it and have a dream journal handy to record your subconscious, any experiences in your dreams, and then maybe get a better picture of why you are desiring change, which, to be honest, is not a great fit for you anyway. Taurus, you prefer to take your time with decisions, so honor your true nature and avoid getting impulsed by angry reactions or giving in to rash choices, which can be supercharged with the Aries energies right now. So take time to pray and meditate before you make any decisions so you can feel aligned with more healthy choices. That's what I have for Taurus.
Gemini, suns, moons, and risings. This supermoon in Aries is affecting your 11th house. What that means is breaking free of groups or settings maybe social settings that don't align with you any longer. And, some of you that could mean breaking away from any friendships if that's needed. That's not always the case for everyone, but any sort of social setting or situation that doesn't serve you and your purpose here. This is actually a great time for you to find your tribe. So finding your soul family and getting in touch with them. And if you have found them, then this is a great time then to connect with them. So that is what this supermoon is illuminating here for you.
Cancer, suns, moons, and risings, your 10th house will be activated, and success may be on the horizon. Cancer usually, that's the opposite. Usually it's Capricorn that goes crazy with the success, but this 10th house is going to bring this for Cancer. It is important to get organized and plan out your goals with realism, shining at the core of your aspirations. So don't fall prey to getting stuck in fantasies which can never manifest. Be sure to set your goals with short-term payoffs, which may help you achieve your longer-term goals. For example, say you have a great desire to travel. A short-term goal may be to get a job that requires lots of travel. And this choice may help you move closer towards your long-term goal and see if lots of travel is really what you do desire. So take care, Cancer, to be aware of who your real friends are. People who judge you or talk behind your back are not really your friends. So this time may be an opportunity for a real wake-up call. And to really ask yourself, where is the love? Where is it? Is there really love in this relationship? Is it honored for myself and even for the other? Looking deep is going to be important for this entire harvest moon.
Okay, Leo, suns, moons, and rising signs. This super full moon is affecting your 9th house. Leo, some of you might be busy studying away. I could picture some of you just have your nose in a book too, maybe for enjoyment or for even just studying, going to school. Some of you, I can think of one who is. So yeah, a lot of philosophical learning at this time. So you're really putting your emotions and your heart into learning at this time and enjoying it, finding the joy in learning again. That's going to be really important for you. That's what's coming up for you around this time. But the full moon is also a time to release. Releasing, I mean, you can release anything during the full moon. It symbolizes a time for that no longer serves you. Release things that are blocking you. So if you're having any sort of fears of new endeavors, or if you're going back to school or studying something, learning something new, release yourself from those fears and take it head on, especially with your fiery energy here with, the Aries placement at this moon. This will motivate you, helps motivate you and push you forward in this direction. So you guys got this, Leos. Just go on, head on, and put your heart into this. Find your love of learning again.
Virgo, suns, moons, and risings, your 8th house will be activated, and transformation may be on your horizon, and courage may be required to walk your talk. So time to take a deep dive inward to see what may be holding you back from really moving more fully forward, especially in regards to your career and or deeper intimacy with a partner, whether it's a personal and or professional. Because Virgo, nothing will ever be perfect enough. So in order to move forward, compromises may be necessary. So I always think of the serenity prayer. Source, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. I suggest meditating on this prayer extensively to receive possible epiphanies for your movement forward. Okay, Virgo, do you have the courage to do this? Time will tell.
Hey, Libra, suns, moons, and risings. The supermoon is affecting your seventh house. And this is, of course, your season right now, Libras. So, again, happy birthday to you. And we have some commitments coming through. So, lots of new, exciting cycles happening. We just had eclipse season too. So, you might have been feeling those new cycles coming forward for you. Um, so yes, there could be some new things that you commit to, some change of plans even for some of you, where you maybe had different plans before the eclipse, perhaps, and then now it's kind of changed your course, but this is your time to commit to those and doing what's best for you. This is on an emotional level, right, with the moon, so you have to go with your emotions, with your gut feeling, right? So commit to it. Don't back down, especially if it's something that is right for you. Stand up for yourself. Make that commitment to yourself. This is also a lovely time for you to have some sort of maybe past life memories, perhaps even in your dreams, that come up with Corvus connection at this time, because Libras tend to have Corvus connection. That is something too I could look for you in your chart if you do have that. So you might have some things, yeah, going on around this full moon with maybe dreams coming up that's reminding you, or even those interest in the things that I mentioned earlier with esotericism or any sort of paganism and beliefs of the old gods and going deeper there with your roots, your ancestry. So that might come up for you guys too. This, if it's not memories or those types of things, it could also be patterns that need to be broken at this time. And again, if that's the case, that is patterns to break so that a new cycle can form, breaking one wheel to start again, start a new cycle rolling here. So that is what I have for you, Libras.
Did I skip one? I'm
Oh,
sorry.
Scorpio.
Scorpio. I'm like, wait a minute.
That's
Scorpio,
okay.
suns, moons, and risings. Your sixth house may be activated and your well-being may be on the horizon. So calling for more attention on your health and or work may be required during this period of time. Do you have a routine? There has been much change, Scorpio, happening for you since the beginning of this year. And have you drifted away from healthy routines in your personal and or professional life? If so, you may want to consider drifting back and putting your conscious awareness on the state of your well-being, as well as your career path. With the Aries influence on the harvest full moon energies, you may be drawn to improving your lifestyle and maybe even looking at ways to really truly move forward. And that's it.
Hey, so Sagittarius, suns, moons, and risings. This supermoon in Aries is affecting your fifth house. Sagittarius, this feels very romantic for you guys. Feels very like lovey-dovey. I love it. It's like romance is in the air with the fifth house lining up with this fiery full moon. So I could just see, maybe some of you going on a romantic date night or, doing something with your loved one or even your children too, spreading the love, to your family, your children. So, and I don't want to leave my single Sagittariuses out as well. Like there could still be that love happening for you, maybe a new date of some kind, and also maybe getting in touch with your creative side, your creative expression. So lots of artistic endeavors or any sort of creativity at this time. It's a good time to release emotions through art or music. So if you have any sort of emotions or feelings that you want to express, and if you're finding it difficult at this time, I suggest to do it through a creative practice. So yeah, really lovely energy for you, Sagittarius. Pretty straightforward.
Capricorn, suns, moons, and risings. Your fourth house may be activated and your ancestral roots may be coming up to the surface in the full light of this harvest moon. Capricorn, you may finally be feeling some relief with your sign no longer in Pluto and feel some grace and ease coming into your plans and goals. Family may be a different story, and you may choose to provide some wise counsel to family or people that are like family to share some of what you've learned and how you have overcome many of life's challenges. Capricorn, it's time to place your attention on all things home, home energies, like family, but maybe even your physical home with cleaning and or redecorating, especially before the holidays that are coming up before you know it. It's going to be here any moment. That's how it goes.
Aquarius suns, moons, and risings. This is affecting your third house. So what this means is it's affecting your sense of expression and communication. So Aquarius says you want to be careful at this time how you communicate your feelings and emotions. You want to make sure that you think before you speak. I know that's a little cliche, but yes, you want to make sure you don't have any sort of I guess, outbursts that could negatively impact you later on. So, really try to think about what it is you want to say, maybe even write it down. Actually, I would suggest that during this time, journaling, writing things down, or even too, for any of you creative Aquariuses, if you like to sing or write poetry, that is a good way to, I feel, express your emotions around this super moon here. So getting in touch with that side of yourself here. This could also involve your community as well, too. So you could see some vocalization within your community, whether it's coming from you or just what you are witnessing, whether that's, somebody in a, what is that called? A Facebook group or something, saying something online about the community, like maybe wanting some sort of change to happen. So don't be surprised if you see things like that. I mean, it is a full moon, so there could be crazy things too that happen. A little bit of drama, a full moon sometimes. But otherwise, though, as for you, Aquarius, think about how you communicate and healthy ways of communication.
Beautiful. And Pisces, suns, moons, and risings. Finally, we come to you, patient Pisces. You're always last in astrology horoscopes, but you know what they say? We save the best for last. So your second house may be activated and your values may be challenged in some way during this time. Ask yourself, what do I truly value in my heart of hearts? What holds the most meaning for me in my life? Just having said that, what flashed in front of your mind pan? What did you see? That's important to tune into right there. Have I been chasing the wrong dreams? Is it time during this light of the full moon in Aries to really see the truth? Fiery moons may present challenges to water signs and actually earth signs too. So Pisces, you love to dream and take your time, but fiery Aries is always in a hurry. So it's trying to hustle you along. At this time, slowing down and making sure all your ducks are in a row is a wise thing to do before you leap forward. And that's it.
Okay, if you made it all the way through this video, thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully you checked your sun, moon, and rising signs and got a cross message from all of those. Again, please do like this video. Let us know if any of these resonate. Come back to this video after the full moon and see if anything's kind of settled in and transpired. So let us know. We'd love to stay connected with you.
Enter our sweepstakes. All the information is down in the description, and we hope that more of you will subscribe, and we look forward to hearing from you. And if you're the winner, getting to work with you.
Thank you all for joining us, and we will see you next time.
Namaste.